Greetings, Zombie Slayers, Slippery Jim here. Welcome to my solo high-round strategy guide for the new Exo Zombies map, Carrier, in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is the third Exo Zombies map. It is set on a carrier, obviously, a boat, which is pretty cool. And there are two different starting areas. So if you're playing solo, you'll end up randomly in one of these two, the hangar or the gun deck. You can see on the map there. But if you're playing co-op, you're going to end up with your partner in one of these two starting areas, similar to Verrucht in World at War Zombies, which is a pretty cool touch, I guess. So we're starting off here as the brand new character, Lennox, as well. And our starting area here, we're looking through to the alternative starting area there, the hangar. And we are here on the gun deck. So we're going to turn on the first generator. So that will enable you to get your Exo-Medic. I'm not going to use Exo-Medic in this playthrough. As you guys who've watched my videos before will know, I don't like to use the quick revive style of perk. Just to challenge myself there a little bit. But definitely if you're going for the high rounds, you want to get this Exo-Medic perk here. Now, this starting strategy I'm going to show you guys, you will be able to get the exosuit by the start of round 3. So that is going to help us get one-hit kills and a lot of points early on without the need to buy an actual gun. But don't kill all of the starting zombies here in round 1. What you want to do is leave at least one alive, then you go through this top door here to the armory location. And this is going to allow you to make the most of building up your points early on here. There's another generator. Turn that on before you jump down, otherwise you won't be able to get back up to that. And here we have this crazy looking grenade disposal minigame. So what you want to do is chuck your grenades through there and they will randomly land in the little points things. And you'll be able to get some points off your starting 4 grenades. So if you get lucky, you might get more than 1,000 points just by doing this. So you can actually memorize the pattern for that hole that you throw the grenades through. So it's pretty easy to work out, and you should, with a little bit of practice, get used to getting maximum points. There we got 1,000, which was awesome. And this is really good as well, this location, because you have a bunch of stuff. Being the armory, we have the 3D printer, and we have the special grenade, the teleport grenade, which is pretty cool. We have the HBRA-3, and we have the contact grenades. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. As well, but we're not going to be spending too many points on that stuff just yet. We're going to be heading on through here, through to the lift area, and there's some crazy shark action going on in this room. I don't know what they're experimenting on here. Some sort of cyborg shark thing? I don't know, but it's pretty scary looking. I like a lot of the detail they've put into this map. There's a lot of, gore and dead bodies around the place and stuff like that, and this crazy stuff like the mutant sharks. So great job with that. There's some other issues that I have with this map, and I'll talk about my thoughts on this map a little bit later in this playthrough as we get towards the later rounds. As you guys know, with my high round strategy guides, I always go to round 30 solo, so I can show you guys every single step of the way to get you there. So we're just maximizing the points here. And when you have 2,000, you can head on through, turn on the generator here, and you can climb up on top of these containers and get your exosuits. So here we are at the end of round 2, and we have our exosuit, but it might take you until round 3. Now it is a one-hit kill right up to round 5 with the exosuit melee, but you still want to use up your rounds in your starting pistol if you have any left, just to get the most points. And where we're going to be heading next is through to where the Exo Health, aka Jug, is located, and that's the Moon Room, I think it's called. The Moon Pool, sorry, the Moon Pool, that's it. So still maximizing points, so we get an open fire. Now this is one of the new drops that you can get from zombies. It's pretty cool, but you know what? A couple of these drops in this map, they have pretty much ripped straight out of custom zombies, because we have seen these before. This is like the infinite ammo drop that we've had in quite a few custom zombies maps. But regardless of where they got the idea from, this is still an awesome drop to get, because you can just go crazy. And unlike the custom zombies perk, you do not need to have any ammo in your magazine at all to have infinite ammo while it lasts with that drop. So that is pretty awesome. And if you have something like you know, the S12 or some crazy weapon like that, you are going to be able to go to town. Alright, so we're still maximizing points here. Like I said, you can just one hit kill the zombies with your punch, but once you have the exosuit, but we are maximizing points because we're going to get exo health before we even buy a weapon here, down here in the moon pool area. And we're going to turn on the generator for this over here. Now there is a decontamination pad in this area as well as a trap right here. So there's a bunch of stuff going on here. You could run trains in here if you wanted to, but it's not as easy as the I think it's called the cargo deck where we just were, where we got our exosuit. The exosuit room is definitely the easiest spot to do that, and you've got a pretty decent trap in there, which we'll get to a bit later. This map also has teleporters, which can come in handy if you get stuck in a particular part of the map. There are 4 teleporter locations as well. One of them right here in this room. And we're just going to take care of these dogs here. So yeah, dogs will happen anywhere from round 3 to about round 4. You will get a dog round, and then you'll get your max ammo, which is pretty awesome at the end of that. Very easy to get through that first dog round. And they have made dog rounds easier in this map. You do not have the other zombies spawning in with dogs like you had in the second map. So that's good, because that was annoying. Now, there was the treasure bot, or whatever that thing is called, that we just saw fly past there, and I get, ooh, distraction drones. Very nice. I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Got away from us a little bit too fast there for us to worry about it. And often it doesn't have anything decent in it anyway. Occasionally you might get a max ammo. But this is the other drop you can get that they've introduced in this map, which is pretty sweet. And this one is called Explosive Touch. So as you can see, any zombie that touches you, and that is a really cool effect as well, by the way, when it's activated. But any zombie that touches you will instantly die. So it is pretty awesome. And again, in custom zombies, that is pretty much exactly, or very similar, at least, to the self-defense perk. Mind you, that was an actual perk rather than a zombie drop. But still, it's pretty much the same sort of thing. But I don't really care, because these are some pretty fun drops and perks that they've put in this map. Okay, so still trying to get the maximum points. We're going to hit the 3D printer here now. I always hit it now these days looking away from it, because if you try and actually get the gun that you can see, usually you stuff it up, get the one afterwards or whatever. You have to be super fast, and the time that each gun is displayed, like, is randomly different, so it's almost impossible to predict it. Anyway, we're going to get a few more bonus points out of the grenade disposal here, and then head on through. The AE4, by the way, was really crappy in the first map, but it seems to have got a buff in this map, or at least it seems to. Like it seems like it has. Don't quote me on that, but it seems a bit more powerful, which is cool, because this zombie's glitching out here. Occasionally you will get a few. I've noticed still a few little glitches where the zombies will get stuck in parts of the map. But they do die eventually, as we know in Exo Zombies, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, so moving on to round 6 here now. Fairly soon in the next few rounds we should expect an infected zombies round as well. But we'll take you through that when we get to it. They're not too much of a problem most of the time. There are 2 decontamination pads in the map as well, so rather than 1, I guess, because they split up the spawns, they probably did that. So that makes it a little bit more manageable as well to get to a pad if you need to. And even though I don't really need to, I'm still trying to maximize points by taking a few shots and then going for the melee kill. By the way, I've noticed on the leaderboards They have introduced some stats like number of melee kills, which is really cool. I think that would have been good in other zombies maps as well. And that is factored into, all that stuff is factored into your leaderboard rank. The number of defusers of the bombs that you'll see a little bit later in this map, stuff like that, all goes towards your leaderboard ranking rather than straight number of rounds. Alright, so getting towards the end of the round here. And is this the last zombie? Yes. Alright, hit that DNA bomb. Now I'm going to be trying to get the brand new so-called wonder weapon in this map to show you guys, and we'll probably be going for something like the S12 or the Cell 4 as a second weapon. Okay, we got 100 credits off that. That was pretty tragic. Never mind. So as you can see, this area here has got a lot of wide open spaces. There's a couple of new zombies that we'll start to see as well, spawning in this map. By the way, sorry if I sound like I've got a cold, because I have got a pretty bad cold. There was a long weekend here in Australia recently, the Queen's birthday weekend, and I had 3 days off work, which was awesome. I thought I'm going to get a lot recording done, but you know what, I didn't, because I got a pretty bad cold. Sore throat, you know, the works. So I didn't really get as much done as I wanted to, but I did record this, so hopefully you guys appreciate this. I've decided I'm not really going to be doing the Easter eggs anymore on Exo Zombies. Oh, we get another open fire. Alright. But definitely I'll go back to doing that for the Treyarch Zombies. The last few maps have been pretty good in Exo Zombies, but it's still not quite as the same experience as Treyarch Zombies. I think we all know this by now. Okay, so I really need to hit the 3D printer here. I'm going to get contact grenades. Contact grenades are pretty much essential. They help you get out of many a sticky situation where you get trapped. But there's a ton of different grenade types in this map, especially. Okay, so now we have a bomb. What would you call this? Like a... Oh god, this guy's blocking me off. Okay, time for a grenade. Get out of that. Yeah, we've got to defuse the bombs in this. And this happens early on, every 3 or 4 rounds. And then it starts getting more and more frequent to where it's nearly every single round in the higher rounds. But there are 2 Atlas operatives. This is the second one here that will actually shoot at you. They're not actually zombies. They're wearing the quarantine suits or whatever. The key thing to remember is always save at least 2 of your contact grenades for these rounds. You'll take them out with 1 hit of your contact grenade, and then the last one that you kill, or sometimes the first one as well, they will drop an invisibility or camouflage, whatever it's called. So you can pretty much just get the camouflage, and that will enable you to defuse the bomb safely. But in the higher rounds, there's another factor, which is Goliaths that start spawning in. What you'll get is a Goliath and a regular Atlas dude that you have to fight every time you defuse the bomb. So we're just going to turn on this area back here. Now this is the new perk as well, which is awesome. It is the Exo Stockpile perk, and what this does is gives you extra 20% ammunition for your guns, and also allows you to carry extra grenades, and you get more of your grenades back and your special grenades back every round. So definitely a must buy, and that's a really good addition to the map as well. So I'm going to pick up the rocket turret here. Yeah, now getting back to explaining those, we're just going to rip the head off this and carry it with us. And as luck would have it, it is an infection round, and that dude just slapped me. I was not paying attention to what kind of round it was here. So we'll decontaminate here in the med bay. This is one of the locations where you have the decontamination pad. The other location is the moon pool room as well, as I said earlier. So you can go to one of those two spots. We're just going to camp on the pad like I usually do. If you have the nano swarm grenades, this is an ideal place to chuck one down. But as it is, we'll probably be able to fight off the rest of these guys here pretty comfortably. Or, I don't know if you would call it comfortably, but we did it anyway. And completely out of ammunition now, so I'm going to have to work out a way to kill these zombies. I've got a couple of distraction grenades. See how we go here with these dudes. But yeah, while I'm running around trying to... this is, by the way, one of the traps in the game. It's like a steam thing. It doesn't seem to work too well on the infected zombies, unfortunately. Almost did nothing to them there. To be honest, I haven't really used that trap very much, so I can't really speak for how powerful it is on the regular zombies. But yeah, there's a trap there. There's a trap in this room as well, which is different. There's a laser trap in another location. The moon pool has a different kind of trap, which is pretty cool, where the water spurts up and stuff like that. So yeah, they've put a lot of traps in like they had in the second map. Alright, so we're going to finish off this round here. Actually, we might leave a zombie and then go hit the box or the printer. Or not, because we just got a max ammo, so we probably won't need to do that, actually. Now, getting back to explaining the bomb defusing rounds, because later on what happens is you're really best just leaving those unless they're in your immediate area, because you'll get killed trying to defuse those bombs. What will happen is in the location where the bomb goes off, you'll actually get the manticore gas infecting that area. So you can't really go into those areas while they have the gas there, and if you do, you'll get infected. But you can pretty much hang out in the area where we're usually spending most of our time, back where the exosuit is, and just wait until they the bombs, the saboteurs or whatever from Atlas, get in a very sticky situation here. Coming through that tunnel is pretty dangerous. You want to watch out for that. But yeah, what will happen is just wait till they come to your location and then take them out. You know, use some of your drops if you've got stuff like the assault drone or whatever you've got to help you with that. So they will infect up to 3 different areas of the ship if you don't defuse the bomb in time. So it's not a huge big deal if you don't defuse the bomb. It's just an annoyance. And later on, the dudes, like the Atlas dudes and the Goliath that actually shoot at you, they can be quite dangerous, especially if you got a lot of zombies around at the same time that are hitting on you, so to speak. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this AE4 is a little bit better than it used to be in zombies. I really love the look of this gun and the action and everything. That's one of the things that I think that Sledgehammer Games did really, really well, is the design of the guns. And we get an infinite ammo there, so we're going to be using that. Or an open fire. I should use the right names, shouldn't I? So you notice how we've got that rocket that we ripped off the turret, right? You can actually use these with the open fire and have unlimited rockets while it lasts. That might sound pretty OP, but the rate of fire on this thing is just so slow. It's not actually that fantastic. It's pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, infinite rocket ammunition is pretty awesome. But as you can see, we can only get off about, I don't know what that was, 8 to 10 rockets before it ran out anyway. So yeah, we're going to use the trap here, and this is pretty awesome. This like grinds up the zombies. It's like a crazy like steamroller type thing. They will jump on it and like try and attack it and stuff like that. They can't actually destroy it, but it will take a lot of them out, especially when it like goes through the there's one of the cargo boxes that it actually goes through the center of right here, and that will like knock the zombies off that are stuck to it and stuff like that. So it's a really good distraction, and it does kill a few zombies as well. It's not quite as OP as the laser traps, but it's pretty decent for this area. Okay, so we're going to pick up the Sentinel Reinforcements orbital drop, and this is a pretty awesome drop that we'll call in later and show you guys. So anyway, that is it for part 1. Hope you enjoy. Please remember to rate and comment. Catch you guys in the next episode. Slippage 'em out.